Welcome to Wonderslate. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates. Topic for today's quiz is SSC CGL Tier 1 2010 exam paper. Question number 1. Which of the following Indonesian regions was a victim of massive earthquake in 2004? Option A. Irian Jaya. Option B. Sumatra. Option C. Kalibangan. Option D. Java. The correct answer is option B. Sumatra. Indonesia was the first country to be seriously affected by the earthquake and tsunami created by the 2004 Indian Ocean earthquake on the 26th of December 2004, swamping the northern and western coastal areas of Sumatra and the smaller outlying islands of Sumatra. Question number 2. The first non-stop air-conditioned Duranto train was flagged oil between option A. Sialdah, New Delhi. Option B. Mumbai, Howrah. Option C. Bangalore, Howrah. Option D. Chennai, New Delhi. The correct answer is option A. Sialdah, New Delhi. Railway Minister Mamata Banerjee today flagged off the Sialdah-New Delhi Duronto Express, the country's first point-to-point non-stop train, from the Sialdah station in Kolkata. Question number 3. Which among the following agencies released the report, Economic Outlook for 2009-10? Option A. Planning Commission. Option B. PM's Economic Advisory Council. Option C. Finance Commission. Option D. Reserve Bank of India. The correct answer is option B. PM's Economic Advisory Council. Economic Advisory Council to the Prime Minister, PMEAC, is a non-constitutional, non-permanent and independent body constituted to give economic advice to the Government of India, specifically the Prime Minister. The Council serves to highlight key economic issues facing the country to the Government of India from a neutral viewpoint. It advises the Prime Minister on economic issues like inflation, microfinance, and industrial output. Question number 4. India and US have decided to finalize agreements related to which of the following? Option A. Trade and investment. Option B. Intellectual property. Option C. Traditional knowledge. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is option D. All of the above. India and the US on Tuesday inked 3 more MOUs, including one in the energy sector, finalized a defense deal worth $3 billion in a meeting between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and US President Donald Trump. The two countries also signed 3 agreements in the health and oil sectors. Question number 5. Which one of the following states does not form part of Narmada River basin? Option A. Madhya Pradesh. Option B. Rajasthan. Option C. Gujarat. Option D. Maharashtra. The correct answer is option B. Rajasthan. Rajasthan does not form part of the Narmada basin. The total basin area of the river is 97,410 square kilometers, comprising 85,858 square kilometers in Madhya Pradesh, 1,658 square kilometers in Maharashtra, and 9,894 square kilometers in Gujarat. Question number 6. Which of the following countries has recently become the third largest market for Twitter? Option A. China. Option B. India. Option C. Brazil. Option D. Indonesia. The correct answer is option B. India. Japan and India were ranked second and third with 51.9 and 18.9 million users respectively. Question number 7. The exchange of commodities between two countries is referred as option A. Balance of trade. Option B. Bilateral trade. Option C. Volume of trade. Option D. Multilateral trade. The correct answer is option C. Volume of trade. Bilateral trade is the exchange of goods between two nations promoting trade and investment. The two countries will reduce or eliminate tariffs, import quotas, export restraints, and other trade barriers to encourage trade and investment. Question number 8. Soil erosion on hill slopes can be checked by Option A. Afforestation. Option B. Terrace cultivation. Option C. Strip crop. Option D. Contour plowing. The correct answer is Option B. Terrace cultivation. Soil erosion on hill slopes can be checked by terrace cultivation. Question number 9. Who coined the word geography? Option A. Ptolemy. Option B. Eratosthenes. Option C. Hecataeus. Option D. Herodotus. The correct answer is Option B. Eratosthenes. Stores of knowledge were built up about such new and exotic places, as demonstrated by the Greek philosopher and world traveler Herodotus in the 5th century BCE. That knowledge became known as geography, a term first used as the title of Eratosthenes of Cyrene's book Geographica in the 3rd century BCE. Question number 10. Which of the following is called the ecological hotspot of India? Option A. Western Ghats. Option B. Eastern Ghats. Option C. Western Himalayas. Option D. Eastern Himalayas. The correct answer is Option A. Western Ghats. More like rolling hills than snow-covered mountains, the Western Ghats, stretching some 1,600 kilometers from the north of Mumbai to the southern tip of India, are a biodiversity hotspot that contains a large proportion of the country's plant and animal species, many of which are only found here and nowhere else in the world. Question number 11. The art and science of map making is called Option A. Remote sensing. Option B. Cartography. Option C. Photogrammetry. Option D. Mapping. The correct answer is Option B. Cartography. Globes are maps represented on the surface of a sphere. Cartography is the art and science of making maps and charts. Question number 12. The age of the Earth can be determined by Option A. Geological time scale. Option B. Radiometric dating. Option C. Gravity method. Option D. Fossilization method. The correct answer is Option B. Radiometric dating. The ages of Earth and Moon rocks and of meteorites are measured by the decay of long-lived radioactive isotopes of elements that occur naturally in rocks and minerals and that decay with half-lives of 700 million to more than 100 billion years to stable isotopes of other elements. Question number 13. The monk who inilueneed Ashoka to embrace Buddhism was Option A. Vishnugupta. Option B. UPA Gupta. Option C. Brahmagupta. Option D. Brihadratha. The correct answer is Option B. UPA Gupta. Upagupta, 3rd century BC, was a Buddhist monk. According to some stories in the Sanskrit text Ashoka Vandana, he was the spiritual teacher of the Mauryan Emperor Ashoka. Question number 14. The declaration that democracy is a government of the people, by the people, for the people was made by Option A. George Washington. Option B. Winston Churchill. Option C. Abraham Lincoln. Option D. Theodore Roosevelt. The correct answer is Option C. Abraham Lincoln. Several theories have been advanced by Lincoln scholars to explain the provenance of Lincoln's famous phrase government of the people, by the people, for the people. Despite many claims, there is no evidence that a similar phrase appears in the prologue to John Wycliffe's 1384 English translation of the Bible. Question number 15. The Lodi dynasty was founded by Option A. Ibrahim Lodi. Option B. Sikandar Lodi. Option C. Bahlola Lodi. Option D. Khizar Khan. The correct answer is Option C. Bahlola Lodi. The Lodi dynasty was an Afghan dynasty that ruled the Delhi Sultanate from 1451 to 1526. It was the last dynasty of the Delhi Sultanate and was founded by Behlul Khan Lodi when he replaced the Sayyid dynasty. Question number 16. Harshvardhana was defeated by option Prabhakaravardhana, option B Pulkesin II, option C Narasimhaswarma Pallava, option D Shashanka. The correct answer is option B Pulkesin II. Pulkesin II defeated Harsha on the banks of Narmada in the winter of 618 to 619. Pulkesin entered into a treaty with Harsha, with the Narmada River designated as the border between the Chalukya Empire and that of Harshvardhana. Question number 17. Who among the following was an illiterate? Option A Jahangir, option B Shah Jahan, option C Akbar, option D Aurangzeb. The correct answer is option C Akbar. Akbar remained illiterate and uneducated all his life. He had to occupy the throne at the early age of 13 years after the untimely death of his father Humayun. The responsibilities of the great Mughal Empire never allowed him the time to educate himself. Question number 18. Which Governor-General is associated with Doctrine of Lapse? Option A Lord Ripon, option B Lord Dalhousie, option C Lord Bentinck, option D Lord Curzon. The correct answer is option B Lord Dalhousie. The Doctrine of Lapse, in Indian history, formula devised by Lord Dalhousie, Governor-General of India, 1848-56, to deal with questions of succession to Hindu Indian states. Question number 19. India attained dominion status on option A 15th of January 1947, option B 15th of August 1947, option C 15th of August 1950, option D 15th of October 1947. The correct answer is option B 15th of August 1947. India became independent on August 15, 1947, or did it? Jawaharlal Nehru's famous speech, Tryst with Destiny, delivered on the midnight of August 15, is remembered as the moment a new nation was born thereon. In reality, though, that was the moment when India and Pakistan acquired dominion status. Question number 20. Despotism is possible in a option A one-party state, option B two-party state, option C multi-party state, option D two- and multi-party state. The correct answer is option A one-party state. Despotism is a form of government in which a single entity rules with absolute power. Normally, that entity is an individual, the despot, as in an autocracy. But societies that limit respect and power to specific groups have also been called despotic. Question number 21. Marx belonged to option A Germany, option B Holland, option C France, option D Britain. The correct answer is option A Germany, France, Belgium, United Kingdom. Karl Heinrich Marx, FRSA, the 5th of May 1818, the 14th of March 1883, was a German philosopher, economist, historian, sociologist, political theorist, journalist, and socialist revolutionary. Born in Trier, Germany, Marx studied law and philosophy at university. Question number 22. Which one of the following is the guardian of fundamental rights? Option A legislature, option B executive, option C political parties, option D judiciary. The correct answer is option D judiciary. The body which acts as a guardian of fundamental rights is the Supreme Court. The court protects the fundamental rights of the citizens from being exploited. The Supreme Court, as the guardian of fundamental rights, can declare any law null and void if it violates fundamental rights. Question number 23. Sarkaria Commission was concerned with Option A. Administrative reforms. Option B. Electoral reforms. Option C. Financial reforms. Option D. Center-state relations. The correct answer is Option D. Center-state relations. Sarkaria Commission was set up in 1983 by the central government of India. The Sarkaria Commission's charter was to examine the central-state relationship on various portfolios and suggest changes within the framework of the Constitution of India. Question number 24. The Speaker of the Lok Sabha has to address his/her letter of resignation to Option A. Prime Minister of India. Option B. President of India. Option C. Deputy Speaker of Lok Sabha. Option D. Minister of Parliamentary Affairs. The correct answer is Option C. Deputy Speaker of Lok Sabha. The Speaker is elected from amongst its members. Usually, the Speaker remains in office during the life of the Lok Sabha. However, he may resign earlier by addressing his resignation to the Deputy Speaker of the Lok Sabha. Question number 25. A want becomes a demand only when it is backed by the Option A. Ability to purchase. Option B. Necessity to buy. Option C. Desire to buy. Option D. Utility of the product. The correct answer is Option D. Utility of the product. A want becomes a demand only when it is backed by the ability to purchase. The demand for a commodity refers to the desire to buy the commodity backed with the purchasing power. Thank you for watching the video. If you'd like practice this quiz, then download the Wonderslate app now. Link in the description below. If you have any suggestion for us, feel free to leave comments. If you liked the video and want to see more of it, hit the thumbs up and don't forget to click on subscribe button to get more updates of the future videos.